Yes, people, Chris here from NUFC Fanalysis. And just before I get into Fanalysis 4, just want to say, yeah, feeling a bit flat with the performance that we've had today against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Not the result I expected, not the result that I wanted, and also not the result that the team needed. So, yeah, look out for me and my son, Caden. We're going to be doing a review of the season, the half season point. So I'll be releasing that within the next few days. But yeah, onto this video for Analysis 4. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm feeling a bit flat. I'm not going to do all the editing thrills, throwing little images and all that kind of stuff today. I'm literally just going to, point and shoot from the hip. So yeah, let's get into it. So for anyone who hasn't been here before, what I do is I give my Fanalysis 4 players, which is based off the comic book team, the Fantastic Four. And that's just a little fun way that I kind of use and highlights 4 standout players for the game for Manchester United versus Wolverhampton and any others in the Premier League. So what I'm going to do today is 2 positive, 2 negative. And I'll start off with the first choice for today. Now, usually I give someone the Mr. Fantastic Award, which is what I call the controller, the person that identifies in more of an attacking sense, the right level of IQ, controlling the game, kind of setting the pace for the team and kind of keeping things in check in a forward momentum type of situation. But I just don't think anyone deserves it for today's game. So I'm not going to force feed it and give someone it just to kind of make things fit. If I don't think someone deserves it, then I'm just going to leave it vacant. So yeah, Miss Fantastic Award is going to be down as vacant for today. The second award, let's do one of the negative awards or opportunities to improve. And I'm going to give that to Cunha. That is the Human Torch Johnny Storm Award, which is what I call the Crash and Burn. So Crash and Burn Award is when someone is doing their role, but a lot of the things that they're trying just doesn't work out. Everything that they're doing just kind of falls short. And in Cunha's case, misplaced passes, misplaced dribbles, wrong decisions. He's there to excite us, and generally speaking, he can do that, and he has got that talent within him. But I just think, even not just for this game, it's not the first time he's won this award for me this season, but I just think Cunha, it's really not working out for him in the way that it should do. And I think he would have wanted to put a marker down against Wolverhampton Wanderers. We've played him twice this month, and in both games, he's not really shown up in the way that he should have. I think he played a little bit better this game than he did in the first one towards the start of the month. However, that's very easily, as that was probably, for me, his worst performance that he's put in overall, even though he got a cheeky assist within that. But yeah, Cunha is going to get my Human Torch Crash and Burn Award. Next positive award I'm going to give is the Thing, so the rock of the team. So this is my defensive award. So this goes to more of the defensive-minded player. And I'm happy to give it to Aiden Heaven today because I think, again, he's put in a very assured performance, way ahead of his years, way ahead of his current experience that he's had. But I just think Aiden Heaven has done absolutely brilliantly in what he's done so far in the team this season. And I think hopefully he just continues to do so, even though the team is looking a little bit out of sorts and is not necessarily performing at its best. So, yeah, Aiden Heaven gets it. And I'm glad to give it him because the last game he was absolutely brilliant with Martinez, but I gave it to Martinez then. The final award, this is the Invisible Player Award. The only one, ironically, that I have missing from the Fantastic Four is Sue Storm, which is ironic given that she's the invisible woman. But in this case, I call it the Invisible Player or person. And I've got to give it to Amorim. I'm sorry. And I'm giving it to Amorim just because I think as a manager, he hasn't really shown up today. I know he was there physically, but I just think tactically, I just think setting up the team right, the preparation, it just all seemed completely wrong. It was almost as if he just reverted back to type even after the positive performance that we had in the first 45 against Newcastle on Boxing Day. So I'm a little bit disheartened with why we've chosen to go with a back 3 again and kind of change that mid-game. It's just devoid of any logic to me. If anyone sees it, please shout it out in the comments. Let me know because I definitely haven't seen it. So You know, the invisible player or person award is designated to someone who I think has been missing in action, hasn't shown up, is kind of hiding, shirking responsibility. You know, whichever explanation you want to kind of have, but it's in that vein. And I just think Amarim has just, yeah, he's just bottled it. I'll go into it a little bit more in my half season review that I'll do with my son tomorrow. I really want to give him the Victor Von Doom. I've been contemplating adding a couple of new characters to this Fanalysis 4 because Victor Von Doom is someone that usually teams up with the Fantastic Four at times, but always he has his own agenda in place and he always does something that is at the detriment to the team and the goal that they're trying to achieve. And I just think that suits Ruben Amorim to a T, you know, in the sense that he's supposed to be winning us games, he's supposed to be helping us, but he always seems to snatch defeats and draws from the jaws of victory. When we're 1-0 up or we're looking like we're on the front foot, he just says or does something that just pulls everything back. And I just don't understand. I really don't understand what's going on. But, you know, I'll get into it a little bit more again with the half season review I'm going to do with my son tomorrow. So look out for that on the channel. But yeah, apart from that, that's my Fanalysis 4. I feel so relieved I've got that out. I weren't going to do the video. But yeah, this one's a little bit different. I've not done any frills. I've not done any editing or anything like that at all. I'm literally just going to pop it up on the screen and upload it to YouTube, etc. So yeah, apart from that, follow me on different channels, Instagram. I'm on Facebook, mainly Instagram and TikTok is where I reside, and YouTube as well. But you can also follow me on Threads, on X, and also on Facebook. The @ is MUFC Fanalysis. And again, this was your Fanalysis 4 for Manchester United versus Wolverhampton. See you soon.